Continuing along with my revisit of Lord of the Rings via the audiobook, I'm quickly running out of my favorite chapters in the book and fast approaching what's going to be kind of the first roadblock in this reread here. So I just did chapter 4. It's called The Shortcut to Mushrooms. Basically, the hobbits are trying to make it over the Brandywine River and out of the Shire proper to Frodo's new home in Crick Hollow. So to do that, they have to cross all of this off-road country stuff because they're trying to avoid the ringwraiths that they know are following them and are closing in on them. So the tension stays fairly high for most of it, but then they also have periods of, hey, we're doing good, nothing to worry about here. And then they make it to Farmer Maggot eventually, and Frodo freaks out because he's just like, this guy set his dogs on me. And they're like, why is that? And it's like, because I was stealing mushrooms over and over and over again. And so it's kind of like this childhood fear coming back, and Frodo has to sort of conquer it by going through his land. They meet Farmer Maggot, and what do you know, he's not in a beating mood today, so they sit down with him and have dinner. So it's kind of like this big character moment for Frodo where he's able to face his fears, but it's also this reminder that little things scare hobbits. Things like an aggressive farmer protecting his property, or things like swimming or canoeing or whatever. And then here they are on this adventure where they're facing death at every turn. So Frodo naturally is kind of worried about bringing his friends into danger. So this is kind of this character issue he's dealing with in this chapter, thinking of like, okay, when can I conveniently ditch my friends and say, okay, I'm leaving now, you stay here because I don't want you to die, goodbye. So that carries with him into the next chapter. But I really like this chapter. I really like, again, like facing this old childhood fear and seeing that it's not quite as bad as he remembered it was once he can sort of put it in perspective. And I love the sort of arc about it being about mushrooms. Back in the day, he was stealing them all the time, and now it's kind of like this in-joke between him and Farmer Maggot, like, oh, you're after those mushrooms again. And then at the end of the chapter, Farmer Maggot, after he takes him to the Buckleberry Ferry, just hands him like a basket full of cooked mushrooms. So it's like this nice little arc here, and I liked it a lot, and can't wait to read probably the last couple of chapters that I really enjoy before I hit the first slump period of Lord of the Rings, where I usually get kind of intimidated about reading the rest of it.